So yeah, how to stress test your system. If you're coming on this channel after uh, randomly, I should tell you that if you go to the home page of the channel, scroll down, you will see a new laptop setup. So this video is going to be part of that. Okay, this video is going to be part of that, and the BIOS update video secondary, but mainly don't block the ventilation holes on laptops, operating temperatures, humidity, and Kensington law. Everything that I have talked about in here is critical for what we are going to do today. So you must be coming from these videos. Okay, so it will be the number 13th here. You must not be immediately trying to do this video. There are a lot of caution in this video that I will let you know. Okay, so let's start with the question number 1. You do not do this on an overclock system. Okay, overclocking requires quite a bit of knowledge, and the automatic overclocking or simple overclocking that like let's say in this system like Intel XTU provides. So the basic mode, let it open. I will show you what exactly I mean. Come up fast. We have to leave. So these performance ratio, efficient ratio, and core voltage, and you know this is this simple view. This is not the proper advanced view. Okay, this is the simple view of the laptop. So if you click on advanced view, this is how actually overclocking should work. Okay, actually this is how it should work. You see advanced tuning, there are a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing while you are running this. Okay, so this is stress testing your system as it can. Okay, you do not do this on an overclock system. This also means you do not do it in custom mode, and you know going into anything you do not do it. You only do it in performance mode. Whatever it might look like on your premium laptop, you do it on. Anyways, you do not do this on a thin and light machine that doesn't have proper cooling like a gaming laptop. So any thin and light machine. Okay, care of thin and flimsy laptops or an HP, same thing. So you do not do this on a thin and light machine. Simple as that. You only do this on a gaming laptop. You do not do this on a gaming laptop whose fans are all covered up in dust and ventilation is somehow closed and the thermal paste is dried up, or in short, if it is already overheating. So if your laptop is overheating, you do not do this. Question: how do you check if your laptop is overheating? You check it. Here is a video where you can see the CPU keeps hitting, you see, more than 90 degrees. Now, more than 90 degrees, most people won't listen, but it's not the 90 degrees. I will show you if I can find the stutter. Did I not put the timestamp here? What happened? The frames, the CPU hits high temperature and then the frames lock up. Then nothing works for a few seconds, microsecond or something. Okay, FPS drops quite a bit. You can see it's like where I put. This is my old laptop, by the way, not my current one. Okay, the second question you will ask is how do you show this? Already video on that. Okay, so FPS, let's max CPUs and then everything. Your laptop by doing this, I put it there. Was this video, but the main point is the frame rate keeps going up and down, and the CPU, as you can see, it keeps hitting high temperature. I don't know if you saw it right there. Did you see it? Did you see it? A small spike. It wasn't caught here, but I could tell. Anyways, those who play the game, I think they already know this. Anyways, not the point of this video. You can see the FPS dropping. How much the FPS, like it became immediately half. Now This can happen in certain situations in a game, but if it happens along with a very high CPU temperatures, this can that is thermal throttling. Yeah. This is what I was talking about. Sorry, my bad. This. Just keep looking at the screen. We immediately went to 30 FPS. See how the CPU first increased the temperature, and we're still in the lower temps, in the higher temps. Okay. So why am I pointing this out? The reason I'm pointing this out is because when you try to contact your laptop manufacturer, what they will try to do, hold it. Need the timestamp of this. That was fine. I think from here. Yeah. What they will try to do is they will tell you that your CPU, like for example 5800H, this CPU can run up to 105 degrees. That is the TJ max temperature. What is TJ max? Junction temperature maximum is the maximum temperature allowed at the processor die. So that is the maximum temperature a CPU should hit. If it is coming close to it, it's bad. Okay, so they will try to show this to you. They will tell you that, oh, you know what, this is hitting 105 degrees. If it's under 105 degrees, AMD says it's fine, which they have said in the past. You do not show that to them. You show them the immediate drop in gaming performance. Okay. Now, moving on. Every CPU has its own TJ max. Instead of just taking that, if it's above 90, it's thermal throttling. Check the actual T-junction temperature of your particular CPU on the Intel or AMD website or any other CPU which you have. Okay, remember to check the TJ max there, and usually it's 100. That is correct. And anything that's anyways, moving on. Remember, you only do this in performance mode, not quiet mode. Not especially don't do this in quiet mode. You do not do this on battery power. That is given. You make sure you have enough battery when you do it on AC power. So not in like 20-30% your battery you plug in this and you start stress. You do not do that. If your laptop isn't covered by any sort of accidental warranty. Now, outside India, if you aren't in India, most companies still what is the word? Still honor their warranties. In India, there is no honor of such sorts. They try to run away with every little thing. So if you are in India and you do not have accidental damage protection, you do not do this. Outside countries, depending on how your laptop manufacturer handles such an issue, you do this or do not do this. Especially do not do this on SRP rated laptops. They are not covered by any such warranty, and if the motherboard dies, they completely ignore it. Okay, do not do this on HP laptops. It is not you only do this on laptops where you have accidental damage protection, and you know the company, the laptop manufacturer, whoever it is willing to fix your issue or willing to replace your laptop or refund you the money, which Lenovo does, by the way, with enough evidence. I have done it myself. Other people have done it. Some people have tried to fix it. You know what? I will. Most of these videos are in Hindi. I do apologize for that. Okay. I do apologize for that. But yeah, so if you do not have such company laptop, I don't want to sell Lenovo because who knows, maybe Dell's accidental damage protection is still good after a decade. So yeah, do not do it. That was the main reason that I made this video. Otherwise, I could have just made a post and you know what? Run Prime 95 and run FarmArk and check the temperatures with HW. That was that simple. The reason it took me how much minutes? 10 minutes is to tell you what not to do. Anyways, that's the FarmArk's own website, the Prime 95's own website, that's the FarmArk's own website, that's the HW Info own website. Now, I just had a call with Lenovo's agent, and some of them can be, most of them are idiots, but some of them can be quite good. So he asked me what software did I use to monitor the temperatures. I played a curveball and I said, you know what, I checked the Lenovo diagnostic application. Okay, so this is Lenovo's own piece of software. not really, it doesn't show you the package temperatures and all everything. I just wanted to check what his reaction was. So it says, he says, if you use any other software, do share the results from there. Basically what he meant was you can run HW Info 64. Okay, in lot of monitoring software, if you have, you give them with proof. Okay, right now. Okay, so this is HW Info. I don't want to get into a lot of these things because this can get quite complex very soon. The main things that you can contact your laptop, you cannot contact your laptop company and try to say, oh, my core clocks are lower or this or that. They will not listen. They don't care. Okay. They will tell you, oh, it's as per spec, it's all right and that fun. But on temperature, you always. So core temperatures, let's bring it up. We are not doing power right now. So that's core temperature. Core junction to TJ max, not needed. It's basically 100 minus this. CPU package, this can go quite high, as you can see. If you remember the Lenovo diagnostic resolution in this tools, you can see the thermal monitoring. What you will see this, see here that the CPU temperature shown in this. Come on, buddy. Hello. Is it not coming up due to this? Anyways, the temperatures that show up there are not CPU package temps, but there are, I think, core temps. Okay, so this is the CPU. Where is the core temp? This is very small. I will use some magnifier. Okay, so you can see this is the core temperatures, and for where is it? Here is the package temperatures and code. Yeah, so this is the temperature that at least Lenovo shows in their software, 69 degrees. And the package temperatures are the temperature. I do not, this has been a quite confusing thing. I have seen other YouTubers, good ones, using CPU core temperatures only and not the package temperatures when it comes to Intel's 12, 13, and 14 gen CPUs. Let's read what it says. Average of hottest temperature of digital thermostat within the package calculated by the CPU. This is the recommended. So HW Info says to use this temperature to watch. MSI's, the FPS benchmark video that I linked, that also shows this, if I remember correctly. I think yeah, because it gave me a lot of trouble. This was my first Intel 14th gen CPU. In fact, Intel laptop CPU in quite some time. Anyways, what is the core temperature? Intel core temperature by this group of aggregate value, meaning of its value, and the actual value of the current is actual average. This is the average value. Anyways, what is more important is you open it up. Okay, so you can see exact P cores and E cores temperatures, and you will see, I don't know why, but this is quite common that 1 or 2 cores, all other cores will be fine, 1 or 2 cores will not be fine. Anyways, so you take a look at the core temperatures and also the CPU package temperature. And there are 2 things for the CPU. For the GPU, you go down. Where is GPU? And GPU temps are here. Okay, now how do I close Magnifier? Yeah, now where is GPU temps? Oh yeah, here. This is what I wanted to show you. You can see the core temperatures. Please minimize what it says. It says 72 degrees. So these the temperature, if it comes to a battle between you and your laptop company, I think they would go with these temperatures instead of these temperatures. Okay, they will not go with the package temperatures, they will go with the normal temperatures. Now there is core temperature, there is CPU package, and I do not know what is correct. I have seen, as I said, I think it was Gamer Nexus. I saw one of his videos and he was using core temperatures instead of. I have not looked in. I do not want to comment more on this. I have not been able to look into it in more details. No, I looked into a lot more details, but I wasn't able to draw any sort of conclusion from it. That's the problem. Anyways, so that's CPU temperatures, that's GPU temperatures. If you want, you can also put other temperatures here, something like something like what's that, SSD temperatures or motherboard temperature. If you want, you can put them here. Try and finding it. And yeah. Anyways, how do you run this exactly? You know what, let me close this doesn't show me in a graph. Remember, if you have, when you run it, you run into any sort of issues, okay, you see high temperatures, take a screenshot of it. Okay, always take a screenshot if you have an external display, because when you try to do it on your own laptop by screen capture, oh, it will crash. Then the reason why I'm not going to run this right now. If I had another laptop, I might have run it. So yeah, you cannot do screen capture while running this. Most of your application will fail. Do not run any other application. Okay, so now how do you run it? We are going to do 3 tests. First is the GPU test only, because NVIDIA limits their temperatures very, aggressively. So most of the time, GPU won't be your problem. So we are going to run this and immediately get it out of the way. Then we will run a CPU plus GPU stress test, and then in the last we will run the CPU test. Please do this in this order. You can obviously ignore everything I say, but I would suggest at least do it. Now, before doing this, you close everything now. Okay. And let's start. Let me show you. First is firmware. Okay. This is firmware. Do not need to change anything. Just run the CPU, GPU stress test. And take a look at the temperatures here. I'm going to pause it because it might ruin the footage that we are recording. But you can either check the temperatures here, or you can check the temperatures in this stress test here. Okay. So remember to take a screenshot if it thermal throttles. When when you run this GPU stress test, just run it as it is, and you see the temperature starting to flatten out, or basically you see the same temperatures for quite some time. You just take a screenshot of it. You keep it somewhere safe. If it is high temperatures, it will be needed later. Okay. Second test we are going to do with is Prime 95 and firmware. So how do you run that? It's Prime 95 and simply press OK. Okay, do not change anything, and then now if I run OK right now, I think it will ruin the footage. Yeah, I forgot to tell this completely that we are running CPU and GPU both stress test. So as soon as you start Prime 95, you also start firmware. So you start. I just stopped it, so it's not showing up. Give it a few seconds. But as soon as you start this, I would say first start the GPU stress test, because once the CPU stress test starts, it will hang. It will completely freeze your system. Your mouse will be moving very slowly. Okay, so you run the GPU stress test, you open Prime 95, and you run here is a start button, and you run that. Oh, sorry, I paused it so that it was continuing. And then just look at the temperatures. I'm just going to reset it because I need fresh values. Let it run for a while. I will pause the video. It's been running for quite some time now, and as soon as the test finishes, you make sure you take a screenshot of your system. Okay, make sure to take a screenshot and make sure to show this. You see, for thermal throttling, it says yes. Okay, so if your CPU is thermal throttling, this will be an immediate this will be a, what do you say, a proper evidence, so they can't deny it. Also, if you look at the behaviors, the core temperatures started rising slowly, and they hit about 80, 81 degrees, and the GPU also hit about 85, 87 degrees, and then it can go above that. Technically, Lenovo can ignore the CPU package temperatures, and they can just look at these two, and they can tell you, F off, because the CPU temperatures are quite low, and this is what will actually even show in the thermal monitor. The reason I'm telling you is the reason I'm telling you this is because they can do it. If they go into the legality part of the things, they can just say, oh, it's under temperature, just check it in this temperature thing or something. Okay, they can say it, but from my experience, not mine also, and when other people have talked in, they are quite open to listening such issues. Even if you show it to them, they are not dumb. They can, if they want, ignore it, but they do not ignore it, which is one good thing in so many bad things. So yeah, that was the core temperatures. As you can see, you can share this picture, and based on this picture, you can call a technician. If it's still under warranty, they will clean your laptop up, reapply a thermal paste. If it's a Legion, if it's a proper gaming laptop, they might apply a good thermal paste. The best one, I think PTM 7950. If they can, most cases they don't, unless you have a Legion, because they give it with the thermal module. They do not give it separately to any of their workers. Okay. Anyways, quite some few people who had thermal issues installed PTM 7950, and they had -10 degrees immediately. So anyways, that's part of the PTM video, why I'm talking about it here. Now, final stress tests is the one that you do without FurMark, and we only do with Prime 95. Let's start it one more time. Was the video paused? Thank God. I have done this quite some time. Okay, so we close that. When you do this test, since I had quite a bunch thing, you close everything else. Okay, you close everything else that's going down in the background. That's not a good thing. I should have closed it, my bad. But you do not keep it open. Anything extra that you find here, you close them completely. Okay, you close them all. Anyways, and let's do the CPU stress test. Let's reset all the values so we have some minimum, maximum, and you can set it from here. And we are going to run this and let it run for quite some time. And for obvious reasons, I will need to pause the video. Oh, Prime 95 sort of bugged out, so I think it's best if you close it and restart it again. Yeah, now it's on. It's been running quite some time now, and as you can see, in the current one, it says the temperatures are pretty good. It's only 73 degrees, and CPU package even it's all right. What you fail to notice here is that the CPU tried to go above a particular 55 watt limit, tried to go above it, but was immediately throttled. So in the maximum column, you will see core temperatures did go to 100 degrees. The CPU package did go to 100 degrees. Core max was 100 degrees, and it did throttle back then. Even it might not be throttling now. So you take a screenshot of it and you share it with your brand also. No. Before closing this video, I would like to add on two more things. First, these tests needs to be long. I did it to show you for 5 minutes. If you do not have time, okay, run it, show the thermal throttling thing to them, and replace fan or anything, fan, thermal paste, or whatever they do. When they leave immediately, or when that thing is done, put your laptop in this and let it run for hours like this. The CPU only one is the proper one, I would say, because that is the one that is currently mattering with Intel CPUs a lot. what can we do? Yeah, but yeah, let it run for a few hours. Okay, let it run for a few hours and see if the reason I say it, because if there is going to be any sort of issue like the one I recently shared. I usually don't share stuff on the Indian channel on this channel, but I did that, or I made an exception for this because this was a big issue, at least for that person. So that's order number 478. You can click on this. So what he said was, okay, I will translate it. Basically, the laptop died. Okay. Basically, the laptop died, and the main point that the main thing that I want to take from this is, if you have accidental damage protection on this, you run these stress tests, the CPU, the format test. Okay, you run these for as long as possible. You run this because if it has to fail, it better fail under warranty and better fail as soon as you have bought the laptop. Okay, yeah, that's all what I had to say. Oh yeah, one more thing. Even though in the beginning I said not to run it in custom mode, you can run it in custom mode and not let them know. Okay? I think, why do I say that? Why am I saying this? Because as I showed you, my CPU 14700 only went to 58 watts, where its baseline is 95 watts. Okay, so with little updates to their BIOS, laptop companies tries to lower the performance of their CPU, and this is nothing new. Everyone does that. They try to lower the performance of the CPU for the longevity of the laptop. The problem is, if a YouTuber or a reviewer gets that laptop, they review it immediately post before any other BIOS update comes. If you saw the live stream video, most people would not have seen that because it's a global channel. But this particular laptop that I got, I did a complete review on this laptop. Okay, and what was I saying? I completely forgot. Custom power. What was I saying? Something related to power I was talking about. Something related to power. I never got the time to do completely do this. Maybe temperature, I think. Yeah, health has not been great recently. It has not been great. Custom mode. Yeah, I was talking about custom mode. So in what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the CPU wattage. So yeah, you can see for 55 watts. Oh yeah, I was talking about BIOS. Now I remember. Now BIOS. Yes, BIOS. Okay, if you go into BIOS, you will see there were a lot of things in that laptop. There was quite a few things in this laptop, like battery drop protection. Okay, I just had a email from Lenovo where they said, when I tried to fight with them basically over that you have given a less powerful charger with the laptop, and I tried to prove it by showing them a battery drop setting. They had removed it, but they added it back again. I tried this limits the CPU by quite a lot. It limits the performance by so much that it is not a viable option. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And last thing that I wanted to say was, you can overclock via Lenovo also. So if you do not have an Intel CPU, like you have an AMD CPU, you can also do it in custom mode and then go into performance. Make sure if you are on Intel or whatever CPU, do not let it hit the T junction temperature. So I don't know why. If I hit it the 100 temperature, the laptop will shut down. I did this in the live stream and I did turn off quite a bit. I made everything else maximum. Okay. Let's save it. And fan curves, we can do it custom. I keep it custom. I just increase the milliamperes a bit. And the reason I did this, it is quite dirty, laptop again. What I wanted to say was, in the end, was run the laptop in custom modes. Run it in custom mode and enable extreme mode if this setting is there. Otherwise, do this in this also, because when you do this, then the CPU will actually hit its actual peak wattage that it was supposed to hit. Let me in fact show that to you by running it. Currently my laptop is thermal throttling quite hard. As you can see, maximum it has gone, or at least it shows in the temperature that it has gone to 105 degrees. I'm going to send it to Lenovo right now because they asked me for it. They said if you have something to show. I told them, you know what, it's been quite some time. Send an engineer home so he can look at the laptop, and they said to give some sort of proof. So here, this is an excellent proof of that. Now, I won't tell them that this was done in custom mode, but I will give it to them. Now, the reason, now you guys will ask, why are you being so hard on Lenovo? I think if you read the comments below, you will know why. See this.